Hello, sweeties! Jess! Talk about panic stations everywhere you look. There's just one problem with that. The moment we let fear run our lives is the moment we become paralyzed. The minute we start treating each other as though we're infected is the minute we forget how to love. So sure, take care of yourself, build up your immune system, take vitamins, wash your hands, but don't stop being who you are. Remember, the opposite of fear is love. Love yourself enough to focus on what serves your highest good. That's the greatest way to relieve stress, and stress, after all, is what makes us vulnerable. It's March 15th, 2020. Thanks for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Don't forget to subscribe, it's free, and press the bell thing, you'll be sent reminders. That's enough of that, let's get to the stars. Pisces, my little pomegranate, look at you. Healthy, wealthy, wise, generally fabulous. And once you stop inhaling everyone else's pain, you might even be happy as well. The planets move in on your money this Friday, after which you can take that trip, provided we've all stopped hiding in our bathrooms, or better still, create that fabulous new business. For now though, you're content to just have a good time. Even your normally fragile body is being fairly obliging, and this gorgeous new energy is picking up all the wobbly bits, and even your love life has improved. You'll still be working more hours than you've got, but that's just because you're slow and disorganized. You can fix that anytime you like. That's it for Pisces. Aries, my little watermelon. If you think the career is sailing along now, just wait for Tuesday. And that's in spite of this blurry awful virus which is driving everyone nuts. Okay, sure, it may take until April or even May to get all the details finalized, but if you're looking for new opportunities, prepare to say yes to everything. Not that your life is about to turn into a cakewalk at all. In fact, you'll probably be working harder than you ever have before, but you'll be enjoying it, that's the point. About time too. And speaking of time, save some for the people who haven't seen you in a million years. It probably feels as though everyone wants a piece of you, but that's just because you can always be relied on to be the strong one. Here's your chance to save the world, at last. Be the leader you were born to be. That's it for Aries. Taurus, my fragile little water lily, what's going on here? Although introspection and deep thinking is great if you're reaching useful conclusions, but if the result is that you're now beating yourself up for being so useless, you'll need to make another plan, and that's before you start dumping your frustrations on everyone you love. Look, the love life is definitely a little weird, and if it's time for the relationship to change, take it slowly and gently. Only when you're sure you've tried everything else should you allow yourself to think about ending it. The issue here, you see, is you. You're going through such dramatic changes, you no longer have any idea what you want. Remember, your weirdness affects everyone around you. Be gentle. Regrets are so darn tedious. That's it for Taurus. Gemini, my little chocolate waffle, aren't you adorable? Your planets are back on track, and you're gazing around in amazement, wondering what everyone's making such a fuss about. Good for you. At least there's one vaguely sane human being left alive. But back to the issue at hand, which is that those contracts that didn't work last time can be renegotiated now. Still, you'll need to do a few investigations of your own before stomping about with those big feet, just to make sure you have all the facts. Oh, and that impatient glower has got to go. Extra communication efforts are needed if you're hoping to get your message across. You know, the smiles. Besides, you may need to hit someone up for a temporary loan, and a little charm and gratitude will get you a whole lot further than those insulting demands you think are funny. Try some humility, works wonders. Give it a bash. That's it for Gemini. Cancer, my little crab cake, fasten those seatbelts. It's the beginning of a whole new cycle. And from Tuesday, there's a range of delicious possibilities en route. Your health is pretty good, and it'll stay that way if you can avoid losing the plot, you know. And of course, that wonderful mind is all set up ready for a whole round of entertainments and sensual delights. Yummy. In the love stakes, you're finally keen to get assertive and stand your ground. No need to overdo it. Control is not all it's cracked up to be. Sometimes surrender is a much better option. And if you insist, you can be in control of when you do that. Money's about to improve too amazingly. There's a promotion or pay rise on the cards. And if you're working for yourself, pay yourself more. You deserve it. That's it for Cancer. Leo, my little wildcat, hold your horses a sec. It's up to you to decide where to distribute all that wonderful charm and warmth. And if the family and lovers are holding you back, tell them you'll be back later. And that they can look after themselves for a while. I mean, they can manage. The truth is, you're in no mood to be trifled with, and you're taking charge, which of course makes you even more desirable, if that's possible. But never mind that. We've got fabulous signs of success in spite of all the emotional dramas. The issue here is about juggling your time and your energy. Come to that. With your career on the move again, you'll need all your concentration. Finances are improving. Make a space in your wallet. You deserve abundance. Remind yourself. Put yourself first. You can help the others when you're rich. That's it for Leo. Virgo, my little muffin. All this drama's finally getting to you, isn't it? Actually, it's working quite well for you. Your fiery side, yes, there actually is one in there, is in flames, and anyone who gets in your way had better watch it. The word to look out for is change. The world as you know it is shifting under your feet, and all resistance is useless. So throw frying pans in your mind, obviously, at anyone who's annoying you, and secretly prepare for new things in work and love, and don't bother fretting about feeling out of control. You'll soon see that all these changes are really positive. It just takes a while for you to adapt. In the meanwhile, please take care of the stress levels. They're off the charts. And for what? Breathe, take a walk, relax. That's it for Virgo. Libra, my strawberry delight, aren't you a spicy little number? Do not waste a milligram of this fabulously powerful new enzyme that's hurtling through your veins. If you're in the market for some wicked fun, go get some. At work, you'll have to get all the major stuff before Friday because things are changing after that. Still, there's help available, especially with those tiny little items you haven't quite grasped yet. Things like budget, profit margins, regular office hours, reliability, respect for authority, boring stuff. The best plan is to learn the rules first and then decide which ones you're going to ignore. Keep that in mind. If your love life is going well, which is highly unlikely, do your best to keep it that way. Otherwise, try harder. You can do this. That's it for Libra. Scorpio, my little puff pastry. Here's something you already know, but haven't actually thought about for a while. Communication is about a lot more than just words. And that half-raised eyebrow thing is currently speaking volumes to someone who's already insecure about your real feelings. So watch your mouth and your face and that little flip thing you give your hair when you're annoyed. In fact, never mind all that. Why not just tell the truth? And sure, it might mean risking rejection, but you're tougher than you think. Besides, as you very well know, if you don't risk anything, you don't get anything. And this is your chance to take a chance. How about that for a weird idea? Money's fine for now. Concentrate on that big beating heart. That's it for Scorpio. Sagittarius, my little raspberry. It's amazingly a fabulously lucky week for you, even if it doesn't feel like it. Just trust that whatever's going on is for your highest good. And if you're in the mood to take chances, or even try a spot of gambling, give it a bash, especially on Saturday. People will probably seem a tad overwhelmed at your sudden enthusiasm, but don't mind them. This is your chance to decide what you want and get it. Prospective lovers will be arriving in their droves, obviously. And no, they probably won't be life-changing partners, but they're definitely good for a few laughs. So don't think, just do. And never take any of it for granted. You're the lucky one in the zodiac. The angels always take care of you, even when you're a complete nutcase. So share the wealth. Not everyone gets what you do. That's it for Sagittarius. Capricorn, my little bundle of joy. This could, admittedly, be a vaguely trying week for you, unless you manage to keep your cool. There's huge potential here for arguments with neighbors, friends, people in power, anyone who crosses your path, actually. But remember, this is not about you. It's just that you're attracting explosive energies, and your task is to keep them under control. More interestingly, you can use these wild energies for creativity and fabulous new plans. Although you may want to wait for April before unleashing your brilliance on an unsuspecting audience. Meanwhile, Think of yourself as a swan, paddling furiously beneath the surface, serene and calm on top. Hold that thought. That's it for Capricorn. Aquarius, my little honey bear. Are the job pressures getting all your attention? Definitely no need for panic. You'll simply have to rustle up one of those minor miracles you're so good at. Besides, you're always so weirdly suspicious of anything that happens too easily. You always like a little adventure on the way. So when you've dealt with that in your usual brilliant manner, let's turn our attention to a somewhat tattered love life, shall we? Or to a family that's causing enough trouble for you to take a stand on the love life. And that's great. But you'll have to stay calm and state your case gently. This is your life and your heart. It's not theirs. You're the one who'll decide what you need. Look around. Love is everywhere, if that's what you really want. Just ask yourself the important questions. That's it for Aquarius. Thank you, fabulous creatures, for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Remember to wash your hands every 5 seconds, the virus thing, and then laugh out loud. Stress is a much bigger killer than any boring old virus. So keep smiling, even if you don't feel like it. You soon will. Now, if you'd like to subscribe, just press the button thing. It's free, and you have a great week. Remind yourself every 5 minutes how amazing you are. Give yourself permission to succeed. It's important. Bye now.